Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I wanted to do the trend that's kind of going around, which is the foxy eye. It's so funny that this is now like a trend that's going around because this look has been around for quite some time. I actually used to do this look all the time. I guess the name has just changed now to the foxy eye. This is actually a really flattering look on a lot of different people because it's supposed to kind of lift your eyes, elongate your eyes. It's more of a wing type of look. You can leave it more bold or smoked out, and so it's really beautiful on a lot of different people. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so starting off with a freshly clean, prepped, and moisturized face, I'm going to be starting off by prepping my eyes. I'm going to be doing my eyes first in this look. I'm just taking a little bit of concealer to prime and prep my eyes and then buffing it out with my Real Techniques blending sponge all over my lid. This helps eliminate any veins that might pop through, any discoloration, and just kind of gives me a nice clean blank canvas. And then I'm just setting my eyelids with a pressed powder. Going in with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade True Beige, I'm just going to be taking a fluffy blending brush and buffing that in my crease. You can't really see this on camera. It's very close to like a flesh tone, but I'm just doing it to give my crease a little bit of dimension so it's not as flat. Next, I'm going to be going in with Tati Beauty Texture Neutrals Volume 1 palette using the shade Ritual in Matte. I'm just going to be creating a wing with my Moda Cosmetics brush. This is the brush BMX 498. It's a nice liner brush. And I'm just creating a simple wing with this chocolatey brown shade. A trick that you can do to creating your wing is just follow the line of your lower lash line and continue on with like an invisible line, if that makes sense, and just kind of follow that line all the way up, as if it was connecting to the end of your brow. However, you don't want to bring it out that far. And I'm just keeping this wing on the outer half of my lash line. So going back in with the same palette, I'm now going to be using that black shade, which is Memory and Matte, as well as the brown Ritual shade, and just mixing the two. I really wanted a kind of black brown shade, just kind of deepen it a little bit. So I'm using the same brush, going back over the wing, and then I'm just lightly lining the rest of my lash line with a very thin line. That way there's no peek through and it's just very seamless. And then I'm going to be smudging out my entire wing so that the line is not as harsh. Okay, so once we're done smudging out the wing, I'm going to be taking a makeup remover wipe and just cleaning up the edges. Oftentimes I can get a little carried away with the smudging, and so I'm just cleaning up the edges really quickly so it's nice and crisp. And then I'm going to be going back over that angled liner brush just to kind of clean up the edges and elongate the wing if I want it a little bit longer. Okay, so once your wing is finished and you have it how you like it, I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm using my Revlon eyelash curler and then going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara just to put a simple coat on my lashes before we put on some false lashes. And then while I'm letting my mascara dry, I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows real quick. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Taupe, and just lightly filling in my brows, doing short hair-like strokes. My eyebrows, I can definitely tell, are getting a little bit carried away in this tutorial, so I'm definitely thinking about waxing them. So let me know down below in the description box if you guys want to see how I wax and kind of shape my brows at home. Next, moving on to lashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Wispies. These are just the regular Wispies. They're very full, very fluffy. I was using a brand new pair, so I had to measure them real quick before putting them on. And you guys, I was struggling in this video of putting on lashes. It's been a hot minute since I've put them on, and so I didn't show you guys the whole process, but it was a little bit of a struggle. As you can see, there was a little bit of glue everywhere, but we got it fixed. And once everything dried, the glue dries clear, so it was fine after that, but man. Okay, so now we're just going to do a little bit of tight lining with the black eyeshadow so that the lashes are kind of seamless with my regular lashes. And then I'm going to go in with this NYX liquid eyeliner pencil. I can't remember the exact name, but it's like a skinny eyeliner pencil, and I'm just kind of connecting my lash line to my actual lashes and my false lashes, and then just kind of running over my false lashes with this liquid liner so that everything is just seamless and smooth. And once again, struggling a little bit because it's been a hot minute since I've done liquid liner, but after putting it on, kind of smudging it out with some shadow, I made it pretty seamless and it looks pretty good for the most part. Okay, moving on to the face, I am going to be using the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. This technically isn't a primer, but I think it's so beautiful on the skin. It makes my skin look radiant, glowing, very dewy, and I love putting this under my foundation. And the foundation that I'm using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade 112. Looking at this video, it looks a lot lighter on camera than it did in person, but I went ahead and warmed up my face with a little bit of bronzer and contour and blush. But I'm just going in with a buffing brush and putting it all over my face And then I'm going to be going in with my Real Techniques blending sponge just to kind of buff everything out so that there's no streak marks. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade 10, and I'm just putting it a little bit under my eye in the corner area, kind of along my wing to clean that area up. I'm going to be putting some around my nose, chin, on top of my nose, and as well as on my forehead just to kind of lighten up certain areas and highlight those spots. I don't like to put a lot of concealer all over my face. I notice some people put so much under their eyes and it just looks like there's just way too much. So I like to put a little bit at a time and then add more if I need to. But I love this concealer because for the most part, if you let it sit for like 15-30 seconds, it sets really well, where when you blend it out, it's more of like a fuller coverage or like a medium to full coverage versus if you were like blend it out right away. So that's a tip that I like to use, is just kind of like waiting a few seconds and then blending it out. The tackiness really helps as far as like coverage and just how it looks on your skin, if that makes sense. So to set my under eye, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Pressed Powder. This is an e.l.f. brush. I'm not sure the name of it because it's worn off, but this brush is perfect for setting your under eye, those hard to reach places. So I'm just going to be taking this pressed powder to set my whole under eye, my T-zone area, and it just makes my skin look super smooth and blurred out. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 5, and I'm using the Morphe E3 powder brush just to set the rest of my face. And then y'all know the drill. As soon as I'm done with my powder, I go ahead and use the Morphe Setting Mist to spray down my powder, and then I kind of buff it into my skin just so everything is less powdery, more skin-like. And now I'm going to be bronzing my face with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, using the Morphe brush M527. Next, we're just going to be contouring a little bit. I am going in with the Maybelline pressed powder that I used for my crease. That is in the shade True Beige, and I'm just going to be contouring with the Morphe M437 in my cheekbone areas, all along the outsides of my face, as well as my jawline, and then I'll contour a little bit on my nose as well, just to kind of tie everything in together. Next, for blush, I'm going to be going in with Becca's Flower Child using an IT Cosmetics angled blush brush, and I'm putting that all along the apples of my cheekbones as well as the top of my nose. And then, no surprise for highlighter, I'm going in with Jaclyn Hill's Cosmetics loose highlighting powder in the shade Brighten Up, and I'm using her J01 brush that goes with that loose powder, and it's my favorite. And then I'm going in with a smaller Precise brush, and I'm putting that same highlighter all over my brow bone and inner corner as well. Using the same mascara, I'm just going to be coating my lower lashes as well as my upper lashes to combine them with the false lashes that I had put on. And then to complete my brows, I'm just going in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel in the shade Taupe and just running them really quickly through my brows, and then I'm going to be setting my face once again with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, so moving on to the lips, we're going to be using the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner. This is in the shade 04 All Natural, and I'm just lining my lips and then overlining my top lip slightly just to kind of make everything even. And then to finish off this look, I'm just going to be topping my lips with the L'Oreal Liquid Lipstick in the shade I Create. Alrighty you guys, so this is the finished look, the Foxy Eyes. This is super easy to create. I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!